This is Kevin Johnson of Leverage Consulting bringing you the Organizational Excellence Minute. Recently, I was getting ready for a speaking engagement, and I was trying to find out what I was going to use for the opener, trying to figure out what I was going to do to kind of wrap up or encapsulate exactly what it was that I was going to bring to the group. And one of the things that I was working on and trying to accomplish with this presentation with the group is I want them all to think of themselves as influencers. And then that got me thinking about how people consider themselves now, how they look at themselves, for example, in a proverbial mirror. And it really brought me back to what I was like when I was, say, back in high school. And it started getting me thinking about the three things that I knew back in high school, the things that I was so concrete about. And that was that I knew in my future career, I would never wear a tie, I would never work indoors, and I would never, ever do public speaking. And the funny thing is, I've turned into a huge failure because I do all those things now. I'm a public speaker, I work indoors, I wear suit and ties all the time. And the funny thing is, the problem was the fact that I was defining myself based off of what I was not going to be, as opposed to what I was going to be. And I find that to be an issue or an opportunity, quite honestly, for most of the folks that I end up working with over time, is that everyone wants to articulate what they're not or what they're not going to be, as opposed to stating, this is what I want to be, or this is what I need to accomplish. And, the former is something where you have no target. You have nothing to work on. All you do is walk around saying, this is what I'm not. And quite honestly, that's what turns into excuses. Whereas when you're defining, this is who I needed to be, this is who I need to become, it gives you something to shoot for. It gives you something that you could paste up on your mirror. It gives you something that you could look at every morning and say, this is what I'm going to move the needle on today. So as you move forward, as you're thinking about the rest of this year, as you're thinking about next year, think about defining yourself about who you're going to be as opposed to who you're not going to be. So there's your Organizational Excellence Minute. Until next time.